big reward. But we will see how it plays out, as this is game 3 of a best of 5. Team First Blood going up against LEGACi. The score is 1-1 currently. I got a feeling it could go either way, Mirko. Now, the LEGACi, the Xborg, things have definitely gotten a little crazy in the land of Dawn. Xborg has fallen down to that jungle position, which I didn't think it would go great against the Benedetta, so I think it was a clean switch over.
Yeah, oh my god. Okay, so it is. I did not expect the Xborg to go jungle, so this is going to be interesting to see, right? Firstly, we need to know how fast he actually clears the jungle here. He has the Demon Slayer emblem. It does seem like Ken has a significant advantage when it comes down to clear, but even in the bottom side, XP actually winning on the trade up against Luffy on this Paquito. And so far, it's looking really good for LEGACi, because 4 kit on this Xborg. I think the only way you can go for those good dives is if you actually have the last insanity, right?
Yeah, it's true. I mean, you get that last insanity for like the early game pressure, but then towards the end you have a lot of sustainability. You have a lot of chip damage. You can maybe even kite this. You can even kite Ken a little bit. And then if the burst damage from golds comes, as long as you handle it right, again, theoretically, you have that passive that you can get away, possibly, if they try to burst you down or CC you when you get the heavy spin on you or something. But Luffy goes down in a 1v1 on the bot side. A bad start for Luffy.
Yeah, Luffy definitely was, overcommitting into that minion wave there. I mean, he lost his flicker already early on. XP jumping in again, taking a whole lot of damage over onto Kid. That's the Faraga armor gone. Last insanity not going to be available technically for him right now, as that's going to be the opportunity for Ken to actually go for the first turtle. TFB wisely, they do not want to go for this contest. Kid just goes into his own jungle, clearing it out, and LEGACi pick up a very solid early lead.
And that's the weakness, right? That's the problem. You lose that Fraga armor early on, and you're now useless for the next objective. So if LEGACi can continue to punish him like that and be like, listen, before this turtle, before this lord, before this next thing we want to do, we just need to burst down half of his health bar. We don't even got to kill him. We just need to burst down half of his health bar, and he can't really affect us. You're essentially taking a player off the map. Yes, he could do some chip damage from the back line, but that may not be enough going up against LEGACi right now.
Absolutely. You can see here already, though, the matchup that we spoke of. Gold doing really good up against Gina. This is, I guess, yeah, I mean, Bruno does win in this matchup, but still, though, it's just really impressive to see the Bruno. It was a first pick Bruno, and it's doing so well, right? So we'll see how this plays out. Just now, we also did see just a very cool little movement that he did, the mechanics displaying it with his sidestep over the Holy Baptism and flickering out to safety. That was very clean. TFB are trying to put so much pressure actually onto that gold lane, but Gold's doing a really good job actually at freezing the wave in that towards his own lane. Is now it's going to be the diversion popped in by Nash. Going to be stun coming in for Raga armor instantly deleted here, but look at the Holy Baptism connecting onto Obby, who's still able to flicker out. Ayano looking for that kill, popping the black shoes to safety, but look at the flanks. It's going to be XP coming in. He has the execute, and he uses it onto Kid. Final blow. Once again, zoning the other members away. That's going to be so much damage popped in by the side of the LEGACi. That's going to be the crossbow tang as well, but the shield is able to soak in a chunk of that damage. It's going to be a kill over to Gold and Obby. A double for Gina.
Oh, a beautiful save here is what Gina is right now, able to come in and pick up that team fight. It was looking very rough for a second there. Gina gets that crossbow tang, and honestly, for this early in the game, crossbow tang did its job very, very well. But XP also rotating all the way from the boss side up to the top, able to help secure a kill for a team. But here comes the turtle. Kid will be able to take it there, using that last insanity pretty well.
Yeah, and right now, it's actually very interesting to see, right? Because Wanwan or Gina actually decided to stay in lane despite getting those 2 kills and despite being so low. This is not that bad, though, because Joy Bodge is instantly just going to rotate towards the top side. Now Blasto popped in, going to be able to get the stun. Gold dealing the damage. Holy Baptism popped in. Gold now forced to back away. That's the damage coming in. Ken with a heavy spin, able to actually force that black shoes to be popped in, but no kills so far for LEGACi. And for Gina, she was able actually to get out to recall Even under the Numenon Blast, Ayano though, maybe overstaying here. Gold picking up the kill, punishing that commitment to save and to clear the wave up top.
Yeah, I mean, almost worth it. I don't know if they wanted to lose their tower just yet. If only Ayano could have been able to do that without dying. But the real thing is Joybaj on this Rafaela right now, hitting those holy baptism flickers, the micro movements under that tower there, getting that first skill just in time to get health back so that Ken just wasted that ult on them. Just a very clean play from Joybaj there. We were worried about him not being on a super aggressive tank, but he's using the utilities of this Rafaela very, very cleanly. Now, taking a look at the items, we have seen Kid pick up the Hunter Strike, which is going to kind of work with his first skill bit, possibly give him a little bit of faster kite movements and dealing with the dashes of Ken coming in on these heavy spins or anyone else coming into him. But also Gina a little bit ahead in gold over gold right now in the game.
And also very good punish by TFV. They noticed LEGACi actually put a lot of resources up top. They instantly go towards the mid lane. Joybaj opening up the map, and it's going to be the entire LEGACi squad spotted out. Both teams might look to actually contest the turtle here. Ken already onto it instantly. Kid opening up the map once again, trying to get the vision onto it. Last Insanity comes in. It's going to be comboed in with a Retribution, and he steals it with that combo.
And he's able to take it. That is big. Kid able to secure the turtle, and Ayano actually coming in clutch there. Wait a second, Joybaj comes in with the last Insanity. Gina trying to close the distance, moving in onto gold, able to get it. Can he get the crossbow of Tang, and a killing spree for Gina. God mode right there, but Ken coming in to pick up the pieces where his teammate fell. Now Joybaj could be next. The rest of LEGACi comes in as well, moving in onto Joybaj, but he has been slippery. He has been able to get away from these movements, but don't get too cocky yet. Kid comes in with the last Insanity onto 3 members, brings them all to about half health. Can they get the finish? Kid picks it up onto Nash, but Obi comes in with the Numenon Blast, able to take down Kid as well. Then Ken picks up Joybaj. It is a 3-for-2 trade overall in the past minute, and LEGACi is slowly coming up on top. While this is happening, EXP able to cut into this bottom lane and also just control the bottom of the map. EXP literally inside of their base for a second there, trying to control these waves. So at this point, we're looking at the side of LEGACi and Team First Blood. Team First Blood has finally kind of got a little bit ahead on the gold here, right? We're about 8 minutes in, and Team First Blood finding their spike. Once again, around that 7-minute mark, they rubber band back. They had a bit of a rough start, but now they've gotten the lead here. Not only that, but they're coming back in team fights, they're coming back in kills, and they've taken one of the most important early game towers. They've taken this mid lane tower, and this is going to open up the map for Luffy, open up the map for Kid, and open up the map for Joybaj to get in a little bit, to free up a little bit of space. Definitely a lot of excitement. Team First Blood taking the lead here, Mirko.
Man, what a good, I mean, technically mid-game here for LEGACi, as they are actually going to be going to that bottom side. TFB here, they have to look for the kill. XP buying a whole lot of time, actually getting the resource as well. Immortality there was popped in. XP does lose his life in the process here, and LEGACi are going to try to look still for that contest. Without the Bruno, and Lolita is looking very, very grim for them. TFB going on to the Lord, that's taken down to 10,000 HP now. Ken jumps in with a heavy spin. Last Insanity popped in as well. Ken looking for the desperate steal. He goes in once again. The Retribution comes in, but it's not enough to get them the Lord. It's still Kid with a very solid combo with the Last Insanity and the Retribution.
And Ken was all alone there, man. Gold does get a tower up on the top side for that, but Team First Blood quickly responds by getting a tower for themselves. I'm wondering if the side of LEGACi should have just maybe put a few members up in the gold side, maybe try to get 2 towers instead of sending anyone for that Lord. You gotta know it's not gonna be easy. You know, Kid's been kind of on point when it came to these objectives. He messed up a little bit in the beginning, but now he's there. So LEGACi needs to be just a bit more careful the way they approach these decisions in this game as we move forward.
Yeah, and right now, right, I mean, take a look at the itemization here. Gina already finished up that Wind Talker, and it's going to be pretty insane coming in for the damage, right? With that Wind Talker, he has a Steel Leg Plates as well. If he goes for another damage item, Malefic Aurora is going to be huge. Holy Baptism connecting, and look at that damage. That's what I'm talking about, man. With the Wind Talker and the Inspire, even Ken can't withstand the crossbow attack. He needs to go all the way back. Paquito's taken low, but he's not taken down. Joy Bodge, oh, I thought for a second he might have been lagging there, but I guess he was just styling on LEGACi, staying there, using the flicker to get out as Gina goes in for that top side. Needs to respect the final blow, though, and XP.
I mean, Joy Bodge has definitely been flexing a little bit and doing, I mean, creating peel, right? Using that Holy Baptism when Ken tries to come in, when EXP tries to come in, there's Joy Bodge stopping them in their tracks, and that second or two buys time for Gina, buys time for Luffy, and also buys time for Ayano. Now, Ayano, again, not having the greatest start, even similar to last game, but the thing is not be the most flashy, I would say, mid lane. You know, we see a lot of Lilias, you know, do some insane damage early on, and then into the mid game, it just stacks even more and more. But she's still kind of doing her job, and it makes it hard for EXP. It makes it hard for Obi, and it makes it hard for Ken to try to come in when you have this Lilia just continuing to chip at you, continuing to slow at you.
All right, Ken again with the heavy spin. He's looking for that pick off. A good Holy Baptism by Joy Bodge. Ayano, ooh, very, very close there. Gets out with the black shoes. It's all right, though. It's going to be a very good trade as that's the tier 2 taken down in the bottom side. They need to look for a pick off onto Gina. That's the only way I see them winning, right, in these team fights. If Gina falls, they lose their main source of damage output. But if Gina gets to play like this, it's not looking good at all for Team LEGACi. And in the bottom side, XP, you already popped in. That eye for an eye going to be canceled out with the final blow there. Now, XP trying to run away desperately. He's going to be chased down with the Corrosion Scythe. You really can't outrun Gina here, who pops in the crossbow attack, and it's going to be XP taken down. LEGACi, though, they are going to go for that top side. Lord going in, Retribution. It's going to be Ken who secures it. Numenon Blast perfectly placed there by Obi, but now it's the collapse coming in as Gina joins in the fray. Gold picking up a kill, flickering backwards. Gina is able to shut him down, though, picking up a killing spree for herself. It's a 2 for 2, but the Lord goes to the hands of LEGACi.
Yeah, I mean, they lose that Lord there, right? Which is a good play for LEGACi. It's going to buy them some time here, some breathing space. I don't think they're going to get too much off of this Lord unless Team First Blood makes like a drastic mistake here, but at least they're going to be able to kind of, you know, get back into their jungle a bit after losing so many towers. Team First Blood has just kind of had them pinned and waiting for them to come out. The thing is Gina wasn't involved in that last fight. I'm still wondering how they're going to deal with her, and this could be it.
Numenon Blast with the final blow. XP getting the shutdown that they needed with the execute. Luffy using the flicker to disengage. Ken dealing a whole lot of damage, actually buying a lot of time as Nash jumps in with diversion. Now he's gonna go in with a Winter Truncheon as well. A good bait to secure the immortality as XP goes in with the last insanity by Kid. Jumps in onto goal, picking up a kill. Obi now looking for the peel as XP jumps onto Luffy. Luffy's still able to dash away. 1 HP. He's still alive. He goes in for the shield and a knockout strike as well. He's still alive. He's still getting out, but finally, XP finds the kill. Ayano looking to get that trade back onto XP, but they can't really risk it here. He's too mobile to chase down.
Yeah, and I mean, what did that do? Kid able to get back on the map there, able to come in, and they pick up 3 kills, all for the price of Luffy there, right? Luffy able to just hang on there, pick up the Winter Truncheon, move over to the immortality. I mean, the whole shebang, right? And those 5 or 10 seconds brought Team First Blood back into the fight, not only back into it, but end up coming out on top in my eyes there. They lose the Lord, but they still are gaining the advantage on the map and the advantage in gold.
And it's gonna get very interesting, right? Because now it should come down to macro as we enter the 14th minute of the game. LEGACi are going to have to constantly micromanage the waves to get those kind of forced errors to happen, right? Like forcing the 1-1 down below so that they can actually go for the Lord. Those are little wins that LEGACi have been able to take to actually come back in the game. And that's what you can expect more from LEGACi as they find more success on it. Kid, though, going to that bottom side. XP needs to be very careful, though. He needs to time these distractions very well. As of right now, Kid, he might actually look to commit, but no. it's not going to be a commitment just yet. XP able to disengage with the Benedetta. He needs to time it well with the Lord.
Yeah, I mean, this is a point where Kid's going to start to become a little bit of a problem for LEGACi. I think the only two people that can really deal with him right now are Gold, as you just saw, but Last Insanity comes in, Gold forced to run away there.
Oh my god, Gold is able to find the hit onto the 1-1. That's massive. The trade here, 1-for-1. And remember, that's the main damage dealer for Team First Blood. LEGACi, they know this. They want to go for that collapse, but they need to wait for the Benedetta, who's now going to have to clear in the bottom side because it's pushed in by Luffy. LEGACi, this is their moment. They need to look for something, maybe perhaps looking for a fight in the mid lane, a catch, but it's not gonna happen here. Luffy able to actually dash away, still has the full stacks on his passive. Going back again, XP trying to chase him down. Luffy, I don't think there's gonna be enough kill pressure to actually take him down here. He's actually gonna be able to escape. Ken gonna be taken low, forced to use the heavy spin, and here it is, the turn again towards Team First Blood. But look at LEGACi. Obby and Nash, that was a good diversion to bring him there. Ken, though, gonna be zoned away by Luffy, who's dealing a lot of damage. But this is it. They're gonna be spotted out by Joybodge. Holy Baptism comes in, but it's not gonna connect onto anyone. Now XP jumps in, around blast, gonna be popped, but not gonna be able to find anyone. Gina getting every single crossbow of tank point there as he goes in, going crazy all the way. Ken is able to find the retribution. Luffy taken down. Ken in the midst of it all, still surviving for a bit with the help of the immortality, but it's another 2-for-2, and the Lord taken away by LEGACi, making it 3-for-2 as LG do not stop. They want to keep on going.
Yeah, what a fight there. Another Lord going to the side of LEGACi, and I mean, we're just going back and forth here, man. Very intense match right now, and we're gonna see this diversion come in, and we're starting to see those diversions become clutch as LEGACi continues. I mean, Nash has used it as a feint, tricking them. Nash has actually used it as a repositioning matter, so it is starting to work, and the damage is also starting to build there, and Kid and Joybodge and Luffy are having a little bit of issues with it in these big team fights. Looking at the items now, everyone getting to a point where we're getting very close to maxed out, but Nash got the penetration, got that magic wand. I mean, you're really going to be bursting through, and when I look at the side of Team First Blood, Kid, no magic defense at all right now, so that's going to be his major problem. Wan as well. No, I mean, finally it looks like we're going to pick up some sort of magic defense, maybe the Athena's shield here, so that could, if they can pick that up, there could be some way to deal with that, but I mean, right there, the burst damage on a Joybodge, it's becoming a bit too much for Team First Blood to even fight against.
Oh, they gotta be very careful though. Kid still wanting to go for it. Jumps in with the Last Insanity. There might be a mistake here as his immortality will be popped. He has the Frog armor. Gold still able to dash away, but look at the side of Gina. He jumps in, even with the Wind of Nature. It's not enough to survive. Gold taken down. Gina goes in for the first ability, stunning Obby up, picking up a double kill as the diversion will be able to help Nash get out of there. Meanwhile, top side, base server targeted here by XP, who's looking for that back door, looking to be a distraction, but it does not seem like Team First Blood will go for it. They have one person going down, the other members coming in. That's gonna be the Last Insanity once again onto Nash. Meanwhile, it's gonna be Gina targeting the base. XP trying to deal damage on towards Gina. Winter Truncheon popped in the back as well, but Team First Blood with a very good team fight and the decision making to finish the game. They got match point in the bag.
Can that final play there that won them that game,